Kingdom Builders. I'm so excited. There is a new YouTube cartoon, just a few videos up right now. It's called Kingdom Builders. It's MGA Little Tikes. I can't remember Little Tikes making action figures. I'm super excited about these. My good friends from YouTube, Brian and Veronica, said, hey, you better check out Kingdom Builders. You're gonna love them. They were right. They look so cute and hunky and chunky. I don't really know how they're gonna work as an action figure. They do transform into tools. Little Tike tools I have been buying for ages. I always buy them. They're tough and they're cute at the same time. Little hunky chunky tools. What a perfect match for them to do, and I'm so glad they're making this scale, like a 5.56 inch scale. Something that I've always been in love with since Masters of the Universe back in the 80s. And it's knights, totally something that I love. Knights and pirates and all kinds of stuff like that. The cartoons are actually pretty good. I like the stories. I like the fact that the heroes are the builders, and then the villains are the ones that destroy it. So he's a crowbar. So you're ripping things off, and they have like a wrecking ball is another character for the bad guys. So yes, the good guys build, the bad guys destroy. I also have this awesome castle, but I'm going to open that up in a different video because we can't open up too much at once. Only available at Target right now, I believe. They also had that cat, which is so much like Battle Cat from Masters of the Universe. They had Sir Hammer of Head. They had him. I couldn't bring everything home from Target. I am Canadian. I had to travel there, and then I had to carry all the stuff home on my bicycle. So there was only so much stuff I could buy, and I tried to be good and not buy everything, but I love it. They also had that whole giant wrecking roller, so that comes with two little pirate characters. I think one of them shoots another pirate out of its bum, maybe. That's what I saw in the cartoon on YouTube, so I don't know if that's just what they have out now, or maybe that was just the one Target that I went to in Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm gonna open these. Where are my scissors? Wait, I need to use my dragon scissors. My dragon scissors are always the most applicable for opening toys. Guess I misplaced them, so I use my zebra scissors. I wonder if there's anything in this box. Oh yeah, there's some propaganda in here. I don't know how I'm gonna hunt down some of these. I think there are some on the website that you can order. Canadians can order from Target. I think there's quite a bit of duties and stuff though. I've done it quite a few times before. I'm really curious to see how stagnant these figures are, meaning that they don't have much articulation and that they might not work as an action figure. At least I could see that clearly with Sir Hammer of Head. He didn't look like he acted much like an action figure. He was just kind of a static statue, which sometimes I'm okay with, but I do want to see what they're like first before I get too crazy, because I got them from the States. And I don't visit very often. It's not like I could return them if I was unhappy. Okay, I'm definitely getting a Transformers vibe from this. Each of them have a little instructional transformation guide in the bottom of the box. It also shows you on the front the other figures you can get. I always liked these. As a kid, all of the toys always came with these hand-drawn versions of the toys. I always thought they were really cool. I didn't really show you the back. See how there is a story. Kingdom Builders takes place in the magical land of Buildera, where you can build anything you want. The creative armor-clad builders must defend Hex Castle against the mischievous bashers and their wrecking roller. Only you have the power to decide who is the winner and who is a tool. Use me to tighten, build, bash, remodel, build your kingdom. Does it say the same stuff on the back of here? Yes, it does. But here is the artwork showing you, use me to pry open. Crow is the strong, silent type, which would be scary, except his raven, Tattle, is constantly foiling Crow's evil plan. And that is his little Tattle, the big wreckin' roller. With Captain Cannon Blast also came with a bird. I don't know if it was the same one. And Sir Philip is a natural-born inventor. He wants to spend his time coming up with game-changing building projects. Each come with an accessory. That's cool. Let's see how to transform these. Let's look at the figure itself first. Here he is. He's looking awesome. Articulation. He does have like a ratchet joint shoulder, which can move all the way around. I'm assuming these are going to be sturdy, even though that's a really small peg holding his arm on. But these are for babies, so I certainly hope that this is really strong plastic. It does feel like a more brittle plastic. Little rotation here, arm movement, so there is some good movement in his shoulders. His legs look like they move, but they don't. That's probably for his transformation. He does have some foot movement here. So there is some, and his head doesn't move. And this is what his screwdriver sword looks like. It's pretty cool. A little bit of silver, a little bit of gold. He holds onto his sword, but it's kind of loose in that hand, and it doesn't fit in that hand. The sword is loose in his hand, though, so if you turn him upside down, he would drop it. But he does hold onto it quite well, especially when he's holding it up in the air. And then this guy's articulation, DeBar. DeBar is his name. Yeah, his articulation is more to do with his feature, so he can put his shoulders back. But he does have an elbow joint that rotates and bends. That's some arm movement. And then his legs also look like that they can move, but they kind of can't. I think it has to do with his action feature. His feet swivel and look like this. I wish they weren't hollow. That's the first thing that I noticed on all of the toys that I didn't really like, is hollow toes. But we'll see with the action feature what that does to him. And I like this, where he can kind of munch. There is some articulation. They do stand. I should really have a ruler around here so I could tell you exactly how tall they are. But they're pretty big. They're about 5.5, 6 inch figures. He might be taller because of this crowbar hat on. Okay, let's transform one. You take him. Your first step is to swing out his feet. There's a peg and peg hole. Pop that in together. Straighten out his feet like this. And then it says, put his head down. And his head tucks right inside of his body, and I guess you snap that back closed. Put out his arms. Drop his sword. Ow! And then you stick his screwdriver into the top of his neck. And there you go. There you have your screwdriver, and I will use these tools when I open up the castle. So there he is, Sir Philip's screwdriver. He's Sir Philip. And he's a Phillips screwdriver. Funny, huh? Got some, like, pretty cute, I guess. Let's move on to DeBar. You can perch his little friend, Tattle, on either of his shoulders. Oh, actually, only one shoulder. He's got a little place on his shoulder for Tatler to sit. I like that. That's cute. But you have to remove him. That's the first step. And then the next step is there's a groove and a slot. You push his feet together and you stick them together. And then next it says to move his shoulders back. So like that. Oh, and you can really snap them into place. Push them back, and then he's got a peg and peg hole on the back of his arm. So I'm assuming you stick those together. Yeah, it says to do that. And then that's the completed step. That's all you have to do. Not much of a transformation, but I guess that does make him sturdy and solid. So then you can like pry out the different screws. Let's take a look at this chomping action that he has one more time. I like how he's got his little friend as a headdress. They're good looking figures, no? Nice colors, nice style, nice details. I hope you're looking forward to seeing my review of these tools in action. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video. And let me know if you're excited to see the castle and what you think of these toys and their transformations and whatever else you want to add. I'm liking them. I definitely like the size. I think they're hunky and chunky and cute. I can't wait to get my hands on more, but I'm gonna have to wait. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. transform this again. Can I remember how to transform this by myself? That. Bring up his head. Sure looks like Justin Bieber. And then you separate his legs, move them forward. Look at this. That's what the bottoms of his feet looks like. So yeah, that's simple enough. So not only is he a knight, he's an inventor. And then you undo that like this. Whoops. I dropped Tattle, or Tattler, whatever his name is. Legs like this. And his arm here. Oh, I guess you could also put Tattle, Tattler. Why can't I remember what his name is? Tattle. Yeah, you can also put him on his arm there too. I like that. It's possibilities. Does that mean you could also put him on the back of Sir Philip's foot? It doesn't really make much sense though, does it?